Welcome to Nourish with Kristen, your weekly chat with certified nutrition therapist and lifelong foodie Kristin Whitaker, coming to you from Utah Natural Wellness with the reminder that your food should serve you. So, let's dish! Okay, welcome to Utah Natural Wellness. If you found this video, then you've found our new platform. So, I'm a little flustered because we're having sound issues and I've never done a live, but here we go. So a lot of you will know me already if you shop at Utah Natural Meats. And if you don't, we're hoping to extend our influence even outside of Utah. So welcome and thanks for hanging out with us. So my name's Kristin Whitaker. I'm a mom of 4. I'm a food enthusiast. In fact, if you ask my parents, since I was very little, my favorite sport was food. My favorite hobby was food. My favorite color was food. I was always obsessed with food. It's been my favorite thing. It lights me up. I love it. And I've always been on a quest for food that tastes wonderful, that brings people to the table, that makes your tongue tingle and your toes curl. That kind of food has always been my favorite. Unfortunately, that was not healthy food when I was little. We all know what that's like. I think a regular splurge would be a whole pizza and a 44-ounce Dr. Pepper and maybe some pixie sticks. And I'm not even kidding. That would have been a regular meal in college. And all the dessert I could find. And I had a sugar radar. I could find it anywhere, and food was just my joy. And as most of us know, you can't continue living that way. Eventually, it catches up with you. And if any of you moms out there can relate, a lot of times it's when you have a kid and it completely shuts your whole body down, turns it inside out, and gives you a new one. And that's when I realized I couldn't keep eating that way. In my quest for good tasting food, sorry you can't give me a piece of kale and tell me that's supposed to bring me joy. I started looking for healthy ways to cook. And it actually became a hobby of mine as more and more of my friends came down with food allergies and illnesses, to help them figure out what they could eat that tasted good, what they could eat that fit their diet parameters and would make their doctor happy, but still make them, want to get up in the morning, because nobody wants to eat powders and gluten-free bread for their whole life. So what started out as a hobby was helping people figure out what they could eat. That's what gave me joy, turned into a passion when the allergies hit my own family and illness hit my own family. There's 3 autoimmune conditions between my husband and children, a host of food allergies. And I remember one day just being like, that's it. We've been to a million doctors. We've been to a million specialists and nothing's helping. And it's mom's turn to step up to the plate. And I took all the nutrition information that I had and that I'd read, and I'm like, I'm going to fix my kids. And so I started exploring with nutritional diets and things like that. And even that wasn't enough. It's a really hard, nutrition is a minefield to navigate by yourself. There's so much overwhelming information out there. Let me know if you guys know what I'm talking about. Have you felt this way where you Google, what do I eat for irritable bowel, or what do I eat if I'm allergic to gluten? And so many things come up, it's overwhelming. So I remember the day I decided I'm going back to school. I am going to figure this out. And I started studying at Nutrition Therapy Institute out of Denver, which, shout out to all my friends and co-students and alumni from there. I love you guys. It's such a party. And if you're interested in this, I highly recommend them for at-home and distance studies. They're wonderful. So that left me with, well, I need a way to pay for school. And that's where Kristen and Shane at Utah Natural Meat and Milk came in. They hired me. They were gracious enough to let me bring my kids to the store. And I've seen most of you at Utah Natural Meat. Hi, Ruth. So happy to see you. One of my favorite customers right now. And I've made so many friends there, and I've heard so many inspiring stories of people on their own health journeys. Moms stepped up to the plate to fix their own kids' problem. People tired of being at the mercy of marketing and what people tell us is right, and they want to do what's healthy, and they want to eat the best for their family. They want to rebuild new bodies. They want to be free from pain. They want to be free from sickness. And this is the power of food. And this is my passion. So Utah Natural Meat became the best place for me to work, because even as I was studying for school, it was like school live every session at the store. I was hearing we have customers who have put their own cancer in remission just with the food that they're eating. We have customers who've taking themselves off insulin, you know, under a doctor's supervision. Of course, I don't want to say out with the doctors. We need to do everything under supervision, but we have moms who have cured their or treated their children's allergies, and that's amazing. We have people with milk allergies who found that they could have dairy if they did it the right way. We just a whole spectrum of inspiring stories at the farm, and you guys are part of that. So it's been fun to be part of. So as I graduated school, the date came, and I was so excited for the first leg of my education to be over, and I was contemplating where I would move to, if I would have my own practice or if I'd seek employment. I had a few different avenues I was looking at, and I had this real heaviness because I didn't want to leave the farm. I love the farm. I'm 100% a Utah natural meat girl. So we had a staff meeting, and I remember saying, okay, I might have to start cutting back on hours so that I can focus on my practice and start working on these other things I have in mind. And Kristen and Shane really surprised me when they said, wait, we have a different idea. What if you don't leave? Which is always really good to hear, right? I was so happy they weren't packing my bags and counting the days till I was out of there. They pitched a collaboration that I'm so enthusiastic and happy to embrace. I'm going to stay on and be the in-house nutrition therapist for Utah Natural Meat and Milk. So sorry guys, you can't get rid of me. I'm there to stay, and I'll be there even more outside of farm hours even. So we're doing kind of a soft launch right now where we embarked with Utah Natural Wellness as a Facebook group where you can interact and you can shoot me questions and we can discuss with me kind of moderating, but there's so much nutritional information just in our client base that it'll be a great way to harvest everybody's experience, and we can be on this journey together. So in addition to that Facebook page, we'll be doing lives here every week. You'll start to see more content on the website. There will be blog posts. We're working on online courses, which is going to be really cool. All these things involve technology. Why does everything have to be so technological? That's what's holding this back, but we're working on these things. And we're also, I'm launching a business page or a website for my own practice. It's called Nourish with Kristen at Utah Natural Wellness. So when I have that platform ready, I'll be launching that. And then come about the time school starts, hopefully, I'll be ready to take clients. So if you need a little personal attention and you have questions for a nutritional therapist, you'll have an avenue to reach me and I'll be able to help you. And I'm so excited about that, thrilled. So let's stop and talk for a minute about, sorry, I talk fast. I've been told I talk fast. If I'm too fast, just tell me. I get really excited and I kind of take off. So what is a nutrition therapist and what can one do for you? So I specifically went the nutrition therapist course rather than a dietitian. Not to knock dietitians, they're wonderful, but I was more interested in a holistic approach. Nutrition therapists really look at treating your whole body and every system with food. And I believe wholeheartedly that we can rebuild our bodies. Thank you, Ruth. Thanks for checking on me. We can build our whole bodies one bite at a time to get the body we want. So nutrition therapist, Ruth is so funny, I love it. Okay. A nutrition therapist can help you analyze your diet. One thing I'm learning is that we're all different, unique individuals. We have different fingerprints. We look different. We have unique personalities. We all eat so differently. If you were to leave your house and jump into someone's kitchen, you'd be like, what is going on here? We have our different food cultures and habits and likes and dislikes and family dynamics. And so it's really hard when people pitch a diet at you because they don't know what's going on in your home. A nutrition therapist will talk to you and get down to the roots of what your eating habits are and look at your diet and see where there might be some holes or where they can support it with nutrition and whole foods and things that will give you more complete nutrition without completely ripping you out of your comfort zone, because nobody likes that, right? A nutrition therapist can help you with meal planning. There are some people that, hi Sadie, glad that you could join us. Good to see you. There are some people that like their meals mapped out with recipes and shopping lists and tell me exactly what to eat and I'll eat it. And we can help people like that. I can help you with meal plans. Or there's people like me, I can't stand recipes. You might learn, I have people ask all the time for my recipes and I say, just throw some of this in with some of that, smell it and throw in some more. That drives people crazy. That's how I cook. So I would rather have someone give me ideas of what to eat in a week rather than scripting it. It's too much. So wherever you are on that spectrum, a nutrition therapist can help you plan out what you're going to eat in the week. The most common question I get after a workshop or a class is, okay, that's nice, but what do I actually put in my mouth? So we'll help you figure that out. Another thing a nutritional therapist can do is help you organize your pantry and your freezer. Do any of you have a black hole in the back of your pantry where all your good intentions get shoved to the back, and that's where the healthy food is, and all your snacks are in the front and the things that maybe aren't the best for you? And who knows what's in your freezer, that mystery meat with the freezer burn on it and you don't even know what it is anymore? Sometimes it takes an outside set of eyes to help you organize that into a system that will serve you and fill it with food that will nourish you. So that's something I can do. You may not have thought, but any of you, wow, you guys are so funny, I love it. Do any of you guys ever walk into the grocery store and there's the fluorescent lights and there's the advertising and there's the kids screaming and you just don't know what to shop for? So you grab the 5 things you're used to and you get out of there as fast as you can. That's right. The chia seeds are in the back of my pantry too, until I pull them out. Now they're in my windowsill because I use them every morning, Ruth. Thank you. So I can take you around the grocery store. You can have a personal shopper give you a tour and tell you which sections to avoid and where to find a treasure trove of healthy ingredients, and even some grab and go items that will help you feed your family. We can do that. And a nutrition therapist, one of the biggest role I think is to support your doctors. If you're seeing a specialist and they put you on a specific diet and they send you home and you have a list of food you can't eat, well, that's great, but now what? What do I do with that? How do I integrate that into my life? How do I feed my kids if I can't have this and this and this and this? I can help you figure that out. We can help come up with a plan that works for everybody. Another, the biggest thing that I like as a nutrition therapist is to help people feel like themselves again. Maybe you have a few pounds to lose and it's making you introverted. It's keeping you from engaging the way you would like to. Maybe you are just low on energy and you can't seem to drag yourself out of bed. Maybe you struggle with some mood issues and the motivation is just not there. There are so many things that we're dealing with. Maybe you have a high stress life and you can't seem to find the fuel to keep up with it. Maybe you're just overwhelmed. Maybe you're eating junk because it's easy, it's fast, and it's comforting, and that's your lifeline. You're hanging on to there. These are things that I can help you with, because when it comes down to it, your food should be serving you and not the other way around. I know that sounds weird, but what if every bite that you took was something you enjoyed, it fed your taste and your soul, and it rebuilt your body? Wouldn't that be amazing? And I have 100% belief and a passion that that is possible for everybody. My food mantra is, you are what you eat. You are what you eat eats, which is why you shop at Utah Natural Meat, right? And you are what eats what you eat. It's so complicated I can't even say it right. And that refers to your microbiome and your gut health, which is a huge focus as a nutritional therapist. We want to get everything in here working so that everything else can catch up. So if you were to work with me, these are points that we would be focusing on. And everything, of course, is customized to you because there's only one of you. And bio-individuality states that there's no one true diet for everybody. There just isn't. So to get it right, we really have to take an individual approach. So I'm excited that you're here. I'm excited you've joined us at Utah Natural Wellness. I hope you'll share your tips and your healthy tricks and how you got the broccoli down your 3-year-old. These questions that are burning for everybody. And I hope that you'll fire off questions too. If you have any right now, shoot them. This is our first Facebook Live, so it's pretty casual. You could see I had a hard time even getting it going. But in the future, we'll be having different topics, which I'll announce. And you can shoot in any questions, whether they're on topic or off topic, and we'll tackle them. So remember, because we're live, anything could happen, and I could say the complete wrong thing, but I know you'll still love me, so it's okay. And we'll be doing this together. I hope you'll stand by, because we really are working hard at the farm to make food clean and available and usable for you and your family. I shout out to Kristen and Shane Bowler. If you've shopped at the farm, you've met them. They're passionate, and they make decisions for business that don't make sense from the standpoint of a businessman, but they do if you care about the earth and you care about animals and you realize the relationship between that ultimately nourishes our souls too. We can't eat well if we're exploiting the environment and we're exploiting animals. We have to work together, and I love their commitment to that. So shout out to them, and a thank you to them for giving me this platform. This really is a dream of a lifetime, and we have just a few minutes left and no questions today, which is okay. I think you can probably tell I'm a little flustered and overwhelmed as it is, but let me just say, if you could share this page with your friends and kind of spread the word. There's not a lot now, but there's more coming, and the more of us we have. Hi Ken, good to see you. Hope to see you at the store today, right? The more that we have, the stronger this movement becomes, and eating well can become normal. One of the hardest challenges about eating healthy whole foods is you're the weird one at every party, and every church potluck, and every family reunion, and every after school party. And my kids have this issue. They're the weird ones bringing their own food in a bag because they can't have that slice of pizza or the Coke that they're giving out at the school. And that's hard. I like to say we should just embrace weird, because maybe that's strange, but normal doesn't necessarily mean right. So we're going upstream a little bit, and it'll get better. The more people there are joining us, the less strange it'll be, the more mainstream, and the stronger we'll be as a community. We'll all start to feel better. We'll have energy to share, to spare, and what a world that would be. Do you wonder if perhaps the root of all evil is hangriness? Maybe we're all just a little cranky because we haven't had our greens that day. So I'm gonna log off now, but thank you. I just saw a high five on the outside from one of my kids, so thank you for that. Feel free to give my kids a hard time at the store. They're all working the register, and they're kind of like a little reserved and a little shy, so feel free to give them a hard time and crack that shell for me. So I'm happy to have them there, and also all of them contributed to helping me get this going. The header on my Facebook page, my daughter set that up and cleaned the kitchen and took that to share with you. So that's a miracle. My son helped me figure out the microphones because I was overwhelmed. They all have a part of this because they're passionate about healthy eating, and it just shows that even kids and teenagers can get involved, even if they don't get their candy bar for participating and they don't get their soda for doing a good job. They can find motivation and joy in whole foods also. So that's pretty cool. Okay, just checking the comments, and I love it. Hey. All right, save up your questions for next time, and come see me at the store. See, it's Thursday, which means we're open from 2 until 6 today, and we'll be open again on Saturday from 10 until 2. We've got lots of raw milk in stock. Nobody has to, come in right with, elbows out and hunch down and run in football pose to get their milk. There's plenty for everybody. We'll be talking about ways to use it and what we can make with that, and that's going to be fun in the future. And also, if I can give one plug for a product, try the jerky. They just came out with a beef jerky that knocks my socks off. It's so seriously good. We have it in the store. So come see me, come say hi, come pick up a treat, and I'll see you there. Thank you.